If your bread looks like a brick, you're missing out. But don't worry, we're here to change that. Baking bread can be a rewarding experience, and with the right recipe, you can achieve a soft, fluffy loaf that will make you the star of your kitchen. Let's fix that with this Nigerian bread recipe. This bread is known for its rich, slightly sweet flavor and soft texture. Perfect for sandwiches, toast, or just enjoying on its own. All right, home bakers, let's dive into this. Baking bread from scratch might seem daunting, but with a bit of patience and practice, you'll be baking like a pro in no time. First, gather your ingredients: flour, which forms the base of our bread. Make sure to use bread flour for the best results, as it has a higher protein content that helps with gluten development. Sugar, which adds a touch of sweetness and helps feed the yeast. Yeast, the magical ingredient that makes our bread rise. Milk, which adds richness and tenderness. And butter, which gives our bread a wonderful flavor and soft texture, and a pinch of salt. Salt is crucial in bread making as it controls the fermentation rate of yeast and strengthens the dough. Start by combining the warm milk, yeast, and a teaspoon of sugar in a bowl. The warm milk helps activate the yeast, and the sugar gives it a little boost. Let it sit until it's frothy, about 10 minutes. This step is crucial as it ensures that your yeast is alive and active, which is essential for a good rise. Next, in a large mixing bowl, add your flour, the remaining sugar, and salt. Mix well. This ensures that the salt and sugar are evenly distributed throughout the flour. Now pour the yeast mixture and melted butter into the flour mixture. The melted butter adds richness and flavor to the dough. Stir until a dough forms. It might be a bit sticky at first, but that's okay. As you knead, the dough will become smoother and more elastic. Here comes the fun part: kneading. Kneading develops the gluten in the dough, which gives the bread its structure and chewiness. Knead the dough on a floured surface for about 10 minutes until it's smooth and elastic. Got your workout done? Great! You should be able to stretch the dough without it tearing. Place the dough in a greased bowl, cover with a damp cloth, and let it rise in a warm place for about 1 hour, or until it's doubled in size. This is called the first rise, or proofing, and it's when the yeast does its magic. Time for a coffee break. While the dough is rising, take a moment to relax. You've earned it. Once the dough has risen, punch it down to release the air. This helps to redistribute the yeast and sugars, giving the bread a more even texture. Shape it into a loaf and place it in a greased loaf pan. Shaping the dough correctly ensures that it rises evenly and bakes properly. Cover it again and let it rise for another 30 minutes. This second rise, or proof, allows the dough to develop more flavor and a lighter texture. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. A properly preheated oven is crucial for baking bread, as it ensures that the bread rises properly and bakes evenly. And bake the loaf for 35 minutes, or until it's golden brown and sounds hollow when tapped. The hollow sound indicates that the bread is fully baked inside. There you have it, delicious, homemade Nigerian bread. Let it cool on a wire rack before slicing to ensure the best texture. Are you satisfied with your creation? There's nothing quite like the smell and taste of freshly baked bread. Enjoy it with your favorite spread or just as it is. Hit that subscribe button for more baking tips. We have plenty of recipes and tips to help you become a baking master. Happy baking!